Welcome to Saudi Arabia, a country rich in culture, history, and tradition. Whether you're visiting for tourism or business, there are a few important things to keep in mind about what not to do during your stay. Let's explore the top 10 things you should avoid to ensure a smooth and respectful experience in the kingdom. Number 1. Don't disrespect local traditions and customs. Saudi Arabia has deep-rooted cultural and religious practices. Be mindful when visiting religious sites like mosques, and always follow the guidelines for modest behavior. Showing disrespect for local customs can be offensive and might even get you into trouble. Number 2. Don't dress inappropriately. Modest dress is highly important in Saudi Arabia, especially in public places. For women, this means wearing an abaya, a loose-fitting black cloak. While covering your hair is not mandatory for foreigners, it's respectful in certain areas. Men should avoid wearing shorts or sleeveless shirts in public. Number 3. Don't engage in public displays of affection. While hand-holding between married couples is usually acceptable, anything beyond that, such as kissing or hugging, is considered inappropriate in public. Saudi society is conservative, so it's best to keep physical affection private. Number 5. Don't criticize the government or religion. Speaking ill of the Saudi government, its leaders, or the official religion of Islam is taken very seriously in the kingdom. Expressing negative views, especially in public or on social media, could lead to legal consequences. It's best to avoid sensitive topics altogether. Number 6. Don't forget about prayer times. In Saudi Arabia, Muslims pray 5 times a day, and businesses often close briefly during these times. You'll hear the call to prayer from mosques, and it's important to be aware that shops, restaurants, and public services might pause during these moments. Plan accordingly to avoid inconvenience. Number 7. Don't drink alcohol or use drugs. Saudi Arabia has a strict ban on alcohol, and the penalties for possession or consumption are severe. Likewise, drugs are strictly prohibited, with harsh punishments for anyone caught using or trafficking them. Stay away from anything illegal to avoid serious consequences. Number 8. Don't engage in inappropriate social behavior. Saudi society is conservative, so certain behaviors that may be acceptable elsewhere, like loud arguments or overly casual behavior in public, are frowned upon. Be polite, respectful, and mindful of your surroundings to avoid offending anyone. Number 9. Don't ignore gender segregation. In many public places, such as restaurants, cafes, and even some government offices, there are separate sections for men and families or women. Make sure to respect these rules and sit in the correct area. Mixing inappropriately can cause discomfort and even lead to legal issues. Number 10. Don't ignore the laws on social media use. Be cautious about what you post online while in Saudi Arabia. Defamatory or offensive comments about the country, its leaders, or its culture can result in serious legal action. Posting content deemed inappropriate, such as sensitive political or religious topics, is not tolerated. Saudi Arabia is a beautiful and fascinating country, but like any place, it has its own set of rules and traditions. By respecting the local culture and following these guidelines, you'll ensure a safe and enjoyable experience in the kingdom. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more travel tips and insights.